Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H reveals his first impression of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was no stranger to pro wrestling when he joined WWE as a member of the legendary Wwe family. Triple H has been with the company for almost 30 years and in the industry for 40. The wrestling executive is now opening up on his first impression of Reigns after seeing many grapplers come and go while witnessing others lead Hall of Fame careers. The original Tribal Chief joined WWE in 2010 after a noted football career at Georgia Tech, where he majored in management. Then known as Leaky, the Bloodline leader arrived in the FCW developmental territory and remained until it was rebranded to NXT in 2010, which saw officials repackage the NFL prospect as Roman Reigns. The developmental system was being managed and expanded by Triple H and his team, which included industry legends like Dusty Rhodes. WWE's chief content officer was impressed after his first meeting with the son of Sika. The game appeared on the Roommates show this week and talked about how some wrestlers just have it, while others simply do not. He revealed how his first encounter with Roman went and what he told the American Dream. Triple H and Roman Reigns have shared the ring on 6 occasions. Reigns won their first ever singles match to capture the World Heavyweight Championship in the 27-minute main event of WrestleMania 32. Their second and last one-on-one bout saw Roman retain the Intercontinental Championship in December 2017 at a non-televised live event in Abu Dhabi. Roman Reigns is set to return to the ring on January 6 during the big WWE Raw Netflix premiere from Los Angeles. Unless he wrestles before then, this will mark Reigns' first singles match since losing to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL. The original Tribal Chief will make his Red Brand in-ring return in a Tribal Combat match against Solo Sikoa. The new Tribal Chief is currently in possession of Roman Reigns' Eula Fala, and the piece will be on the line in this match. The first Raw of 2025 will air live from the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. CM Punk vs. Seth Rollins was also confirmed, plus an appearance by John Cena. A major former AEW star is also rumored to debut that night. When we think of WWE today, one name stands above the rest: Roman Reigns. As the undisputed head of the table in WWE, Reigns has evolved from a member of the Shield to the most dominant force in professional wrestling. His rise to superstardom has been nothing short of meteoric, with each chapter in his career revealing a new layer of his immense talent and dedication. But for many, it's easy to forget that the journey wasn't always smooth sailing, and that Reigns was once just another newcomer trying to carve out his place in the company. So, what was Triple H's first impression of Roman Reigns? How did the man who would go on to shape WWE's future view the emerging star when he first encountered him? In a rare moment of reflection, Triple H opened up about his first impression of Roman Reigns and what he saw in the young athlete during the early days of his WWE journey. What he shared would reveal not only his belief in Reigns' potential, but also a glimpse into how the WWE Hall of Famer saw the future of the company unfold. It's 2010, and Roman Reigns, born Levi Joseph Wwe, was still making his name in WWE's developmental territory, Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW. Under the ring name Leaky, he wasn't yet the Tribal Chief or the big dog that fans know today. But even then, his size, athleticism, and charisma were impossible to ignore. It was during this time that Triple H, who was already starting to play a larger role in shaping WWE's future stars, first crossed paths with Reigns. Reflecting on their initial meeting, Triple H recalls his first impression of Roman with clarity. He remembers being struck by Reigns' natural physicality and raw potential. "From the very first time I saw him, I could tell he was something special," Triple H said in an interview. He had this imposing presence, and you could see that he was a natural athlete. But it wasn't just about his size or strength. There was something about him that told me he was going to be a big deal. Triple H is no stranger to talent. He's seen countless superstars pass through WWE's doors. But what set Roman Reigns apart from many others was his quiet intensity. Despite his physical prowess, Reigns wasn't someone who immediately demanded attention through flashy personality or loud gestures. Instead, he exuded a quiet confidence, a trait that Triple H admired deeply. It was clear to the WWE legend that Roman was the kind of individual who would let his actions in the ring do the talking. He didn't come in trying to be the loudest guy in the room. He didn't need to. He had that air about him where you could just tell. This guy was going to get over with the audience, not because he was trying to be something he wasn't, but because he just had this presence, Triple H explained. While Reigns' first impression on Triple H was undoubtedly a positive one, the real turning point in their relationship came when Reigns was placed in the iconic faction, The Shield, alongside Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. The Shield became an overnight sensation, with each member playing a crucial role in the group's success. For Roman, it was the perfect stage to showcase his abilities, and Triple H saw firsthand how Reigns adapted and flourished. I saw him go from this quiet, understated guy into the leader of the Shield, and that transformation was incredible, Triple H said. When they first came onto the scene, Roman was this powerhouse. You could feel the shift in the room whenever he stepped forward, and I think that's when people really started to notice him. Triple H observed that while Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose played pivotal roles in the group's dynamic, it was Roman Reigns who naturally became the centerpiece, the one to take the group's chaotic energy and channel it into something bigger. His leadership and commanding presence began to shine, and soon, fans began chanting his name as he powered through opponents, showcasing his physical dominance and sheer will to win. Despite the Shield's success, however, Triple H saw an important challenge on the horizon. Roman Reigns was being viewed as the group's de facto breakout star. The question was no longer whether he could stand out, but how he would handle the pressure of being the face of the company when the time came. As the Shield began to disband in 2014, Roman Reigns found himself thrust into the spotlight, and it was in these early solo years that Triple H's mentoring would truly come into play. Reigns' ascension to the top of WWE was not without its struggles. Fans didn't immediately accept him as the next face of WWE, and the company had to find a way to make him resonate with the audience on a deeper level. For Triple H, this was a pivotal moment in Reigns' career. The veteran star had seen many young talents rise and fall, and he knew how crucial it was for Roman to stay true to himself, even if the audience wasn't immediately on board. Roman went through that period where people were questioning whether he was ready or whether he was the right guy. And let me tell you, when you go through that, it can break you, Triple H said. But what I saw in him was resilience. He didn't change who he was to please the crowd. He stayed true to himself, and that's why he came out on the other side as the champion we know today. Triple H continued to work closely with Reigns during this time, helping him hone his persona and develop the confidence he would need to thrive at the top of WWE. They discussed everything from in-ring storytelling to character development, and slowly but surely, Reigns began to evolve into the superstar that WWE fans now revere. When Roman Reigns returned in 2020 with his shocking heel turn, declaring himself the Tribal Chief, it was clear to Triple H that his protege had finally come into his own. Roman's new persona, combining his heritage with a ruthless, dominant attitude, was a game-changer for both his character and the company as a whole. His reign as Universal Champion, which has lasted for over 3 years, solidified his place in WWE history. Triple H reflects on this transformation with pride. When he came back as the Tribal Chief, that was a game-changer. That was Roman finally understanding who he was, and it wasn't just about being a face or a heel. He became the leader he was always meant to be. For Triple H, it was a confirmation of what he had seen all those years ago: the quiet confidence, the imposing presence, and the unwavering dedication to his craft. Roman Reigns had finally embraced his role as the head of the table, and the results spoke for themselves. Looking back on their journey together, Triple H is clear about one thing: his first impression of Roman Reigns was just the beginning of an incredible legacy. From the quiet powerhouse in FCW to the tribal chief leading the bloodline, Reigns has become the face of WWE, and Triple H has played a crucial role in helping him get there. "I knew from the moment I met Roman that he had something special," Triple H said, reflecting on the full arc of Reigns' career. But what's really incredible is how far he's come. Roman Reigns' rise to the top may have been a long road, but with Triple H's guidance and mentorship, he's become one of the most dominant figures in wrestling history. The Tribal Chief's legacy is still being written, but it's clear that his first impression on Triple H was just the beginning of something extraordinary.